Good afternoon, International Court, United Nations, the United States of America citizens, and to males, females, and families all around the world. I'm Titus R. Pierce, MBA, and what I have to share with you is just ridiculous, and it's genocide. What the black women in this country have particularly purported, in particular low-income women, is to knock out men completely on all levels through low-income, mid-income, and affluent society. For low-income and middle-income, it's by calling the dudes crazy, doing whatever it takes to get men imprisoned, however and by any means necessary. Not a truth or element of the truth pervasive. Lies like water flowing behind me. And the police and the U.S. justice system have clearly aided and abetted in genocide. Let me elaborate. I'm living at ICL, which is the Institute for Community Living, which is awesome. Like I shared with you guys before, the house managers really got this thing rocking and rolling. But they're not the problem. It's behind them, the social workers. Not one of the social workers yet have told a single truth. And recently, I dealt with a Millicent Harry who came like the Fabian Society crest. Traditionally, it's do good and do great unto people and mankind, not Millicent and her creed, which has clearly been a wolf in sheep's clothing. Trust me, as if I'm going to do great things, when in particular, she's done something terrible and tragic. I'm not crazy. Every time I tag in the physicians committee and other doctors committees, and I speak truth, and I speak educated truth. Not just for affluent persons, but for people of every income stratification. These people tried to label me as crazy because I'm a sole proprietor of an organization that has $329 billion, or had $329 billion before I started making recent acquisitions. But because they believe that women, and women only, should have money and power. Women are short-term, and women are negative. Women are not positive. Men are positive. The male species is positive. Type A, Type B are positive, and Type C, in truth, is negative. Negative actors, particular, do negative things. In the case of women, they work in a very, very negative way. Like, if they hit you and then call the police and say you hit them, they'll go to court for years saying the same lie over and over again, just to get back at you, because that's negative and that gives them delight. They take great thrill in persons and personal defeat. I defeated Polly the parrot. I'm Susie Q, the victor. What we must acknowledge here is that this has to stop. Let me elaborate. In policing strategy, search, detain, and prosecute, right? If you do not stop and apprehend a burglar, right, the burglar will continue to burglarize people. In the African American community, we have a serious genocide. The United States prison population, the largest prison population on earth, is 2.5 million incarcerated subjects across the contiguous 48 states and all 50 states and U.S. territories and possessions, with 1.7 million of the 2.5 million being African American men. Stop. Whoa, there are 176 million white people in the United States, and they don't even make up 500,000 incarcerated jailees. And this is a majority white country. What are black people going to jail for? Drugs and domestic violence. Drugs, like a 5-panel test, right? 4 of the 5 panels are very long-term and serious drug charges. Women typically have 30 to 45 dudes that they do business with to pay their light bills, pay their water bills, and things like that. So for the men who are high school educated being lied to, if a female tells you this is your child, 1 of 7, these dudes really believe it, and they're really giving these women their everything. Caveat emptor. They're giving these women their everything, and it's not true. Mama's baby, papa's maybe. Actually, women they're not really your children. If you carry 3 chromosomes of 46 chromosomes, you have very little to do in the child reproductive process except the carriage and some additional traits, like if the guy is extremely unattractive and ugly, right? Your job of your 3 chromosomes is to cancel out and hide that ugly trait so that the child will have some level of attraction so that he can mate and reproduce and pass on his traits and genes to his offspring. That is generally done in almost every case across all 226 species through sexual reproduction. Yesterday, Millicent boldly planned to have me escorted out and sent to a mental hospital. I said, you got to be fucking kidding me. Why? Because I'm great. They don't want black men to be great. They don't want people to be excited for the Lord, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. They are the fucking devil. Don't you get it? Does the devil want you to be happy? No, the devil wants the devil and the devil's company to be great. The snare of the fowler. Look, I'm not trying to harm them. I actually love these women and I love families. I love everybody in particular. But what's not acceptable is genocide. Genocide is not just poisoning, gassing people like Adolf Hitler. Genocide is characterized as the systemic downfall of people. Let me say that again. The systemic downfall of people. I'm sitting in a park right now, and I've chosen this park because there are families here, there are children here, males and females, out having a good time. Some of these fathers that are here are not the custodial parent, some of them are. My message must be clear. This has to stop. They must surrender. Positivity begets positivity. If you want positive outcomes in communities, it must be driven through men. The mantra of INDEPENTE, whatever, do you know what that means? I don't need a man. You do need a man. And it's ludicrous and insane to think that you cannot. And now the women cannot afford to pay rent, even in subsidized Section 8 housing. So now they're resorting once again to a short-term action, thinking, well, we are just going to steal Titus Pierce's money and we'll just spread it out to all the women because women help women. Actually, this time the buck stops here because you're going to go on the street if that's what it takes, because you have to have a male centricity program. Get with the program. The program is not steal, kill, harm. Put them on medication. Put them in a straitjacket. No. Ladies, men don't even seek y'all out because they're thirsty. Men seek women out because they really see with their eyes and they really love. Love. L-O-V-E. Now, for the love of money, people are out here doing some ridiculousness, and it has to stop. And I, an MBA, someone who spent 12 years in college, institutions of the first class, will not ever allow anyone. I'm a fighter and a fighting man, and I fight. I damn sure will fight for myself and for other people. No, I'm not a politician. No, I'm not a public servant. Yes, I'm the chairman, president, and CEO of my company and my brands. And damn it, I will be the chairman, president, and chief executive officer until the day I die. And no one will take that from me unless I sign it off. I'm not a selfish man. I have public offerings. I'm getting into businesses that will completely be listed on the New York Stock Exchange and other bourses and indices around the world. But what I have to do is prudent. Have you ever heard of a guy named Barack Obama? First of all, he's a gay homosexual that looks at logs all day looking to see who passed a cordon, to see who actually looks good without getting on a dating app, which is destructive, right? But he's also very devious in the head. Up here, he's a deviant man, right? Because he's only about women. He thinks like a woman because inside his mind, he is a woman. He's a short-term person. I'm black. I'm not a jealous man. I supported him. I didn't know he was up to all this deviousness. Not until they dissolved my corporation while I was running for New Jersey governor. That's when the wake-up call hit me and was like, oh my God, this is very serious. And the things that they're doing are not concave. They don't convex growth. They convex short-term, bad things that are only in the benefit of women. Women are not meant to be alone. Neither are men. If you read the Bible, which is the only religious source on earth, the only religious doctrine printed, you cannot print a lie, that tells you the story of life from A to Z. And the God whom created us clearly tells you that he is black, and we were born and made black from the goddamn nab dirt. And he also says, I kicked Satan out of heaven. The word Satan, the word devil, is effeminate. It's feminine. What do women think? They think they look better than men. In actuality, in every one of the 226 species on earth, males are the most attractive, including the human species. I haven't met God. I am not God. I don't know God, but I'm pretty sure to bet this. If God jumped up out the sky right now, the black man that he is probably so damn fine, the word F-I-N-E could not describe the level of attraction of that this man or being has. Because he created us, and I'm a damn good-looking man, my damn self, to tell you if I'm fly and I'm a human, this guy, this being must be bad. And Satan couldn't handle that. Kicked out of heaven into the Garden of Eden. When God created Eve from Adam, right? He put Adam to sleep, took the rib, crushed it, mixed it with some dirt, and created Eve. Right? Breathed life into her nostrils too. He said, don't eat from this tree, the tree of knowledge. But Eve had never seen a woman. And what do women do? Women say, ooh, there's a woman. Ooh, it doesn't matter if she's telling the truth. Oh, not my Polly. Oh, Polly told me this. It could be complete hearsay. And in most cases, hearsay is what? Not the truth. Well, the devil comes through misty, because the devil ain't got no clothes on. Everybody's naked, right? And she sees the woman, and she says to Eve, the woman, the devil, the snake, the serpent, she says, eat of it. Nothing's going to happen. Wink, wink, right? Because of course, and Eve's like, ooh, it is only me. Yes, the Garden of Eden had elders. It wasn't just Adam. It wasn't just God, right? There were elders there too. But people don't get it. And when you talk about religion, which is true, something published, it is printed. So you can't say, well, you're crazy because you're talking about the Bible. The Bible is printed and it is said to be true because it is printed. But not to women. Well, we don't want the Bible to be true because we're the devil. We're just manifested. Like Whitney Houston says, I'm every woman. Shaka! No, what she really is saying is, I'm every she-devil. Ha-ha! And that's everyone's responsibility to get it. And if they are the devil, then why the hell are their words being turned into solid gold action? If that's the devil and you know it's a liar, well, guess what? I need you on a lie detector test before anything. You told me this, that's hearsay, let's test it. Put it on a test statistic called a lie detector. Once you say that, oh, whoa, we don't want that. Oh, no, we don't want that. Why don't you want that? Because we're lying. A liar doesn't want you to know they're lying. Hello, bingo, wake-up call. Now, I have to record this message for the whole world. In about 20 minutes from now, the UN, NBC, BBC, and everybody else in the world is going to get a copy of this. Because Millicent Harry and her damn gang of female thugs must be frickin' stopped. And I'm the damn stopper. My name is Titus R. Pierce, Chairman, President, and CEO, and the goddamn buck stock's here.